Probably drive a mad, had a parked up, fucked up by the grass. Teed up, see me on these stories.
Yo, welcome to the WildKast podcast. Johnny Trumbone coming at you live, man. We in the motherfucking building right now, man. Who we got in the building?
We got Stick Money in the building. What's up,
y'all?
y'all?
Yes, sir. StickDuffles. Speaking of money, dog. Speaking of money, life insurance agent, the biggest one coming out of New York, out here in South Florida. My dog Matthew Sorrentino. Let's go make some noise for that boy.
What's going on, baby? How we doing today?
Yeah, we vibing.
We're having a great day today.
Appreciate you being here, my boy.
Yeah.
This is a guy who executes. You know what I'm saying? I met this guy at Twin Peaks. He was like, yo, I like your watch. I'm like, nice. And I see his watch. He's got the real version. I was like, cool. And then we start talking about life insurance and stuff. He tells me what he's doing. And I was like, yo, you should come on the podcast and talk about that stuff. Because, like, bro, the way he was talking, he was, like, very passionate with his hands and shit. And, like, very
I'm
informed.
Italian, bro. You gotta get into it. You know what I mean? We do something, we do it right.
And you moved with speed. You know what I'm saying? That was, like, what, like last week? Like 6 days ago, 5 days ago type shit. And look, now we're here. You know what I'm saying? So
no hesitation, bro.
Man.
You don't think about something, you act.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? Thinkers get nothing done. You gotta be about action, you know what I mean? You gotta be about action.
Yes, sir. We got LiveAzWanted just walked in the building. My dog Law and this bitch. Fucking, so where you from, bro?
So I'm from upstate New York originally.
New York.
Yeah. So it's like an hour and a half out from the city.
Yeah.
It's a dope area to live in, but you know, it's like a country area. So everybody around there, they work construction, you know, and it's a respectable craft. They all do it. They're all awesome at it. But for me, you know, I want to do something bigger for me that fit more my personality, and I was able to connect and network and, you know, just form a lot of relationships and help out as much people as possible.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So after I graduated college, I moved out to Orlando. From Orlando back to New York, and then back out here, and we've been just crushing it. You know, crushing it ever since, bro.
How did you get into life insurance? Like, how did you first like hear about it? Anything?
So at first, I went to school for biochem. So I was like, at first, I was thinking I wanted to be a doctor because I wanted to help people. I always just wanted to help people. And then I was, you know, learning more about it, and I graduated, and I got into, it was like COVID, so I was applying for med school. Nobody's answering. I then moved back to New York, like I said. And I was working construction again, didn't want to do that. Came back out here, got into medical sales, but I was fresh out of college. So I wasn't really able to, you know, get any commission out of it. I was just getting, you know, my salary, everything like that. So then my friend was like, yo, why don't you get into insurance and learn? I learned more about it. And I figured out how great it is, how you could help out so many people, how you help out your friends, help out families, you know, create generational wealth.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to learn how I can impact more people's lives, and I found out I could do it through insurance. So we started doing it, we started crushing it, and then I started my own agency. So
nice.
It's been.
What's the name of your agency?
So it's Globe Integrity.
Globe Integrity.
Yeah.
I got a quick question. How would you start your own agency?
So you'd have to be underneath what's known as an IMO, Independent Marketing Organization, and you just got to prove that you know you're doing it. You're a doer. You're action. You got to put your time in with the company. But me, I was just producing, and I was just all about it every single day. I wanted it. I went out there. I tried to help out as many people as possible. I was passionate. I was figuring out new ways to, you know, get better and everything. So you really just got to have an IMO that allows you to directly contract with different carriers.
Do you have to get some specific license, or is there
Yeah,
procedure?
so it's just your 215. So you have to be under an IMO, which IMO allows you to contract with the insurance providers directly. And then from there, you could start out your own agency.
Gotcha.
So now I got 7 guys underneath me, and you know we're all crushing it together. You know what I mean? I knew you had your license. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a work in process.
You might have to switch over.
Yeah, get back in here, get back in the game.
Get traded to the
What's
right
up,
team.
bro?
Traded to the other team.
I'm Matt. Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, we all pretty much grew up together. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We all like knew each other for a long time. At least 10 years, I would say.
I know, I was missing out, bro. Those 10 years, you guys are getting after it out
We were
here.
fucking doing it big. But yeah, you're down here now, bro. So what's it like? The difference, like South Florida and like upstate New York,
Bro,
you know?
so South Florida is just very, you know, you think New York's fast paced because everybody thinks the city and everything, but I'm not from the city, you know what I mean? So this is my first city atmosphere, but I think it's a different type of city, you know what I mean? Because you still got the beach right there, and the people, everybody's just hungry out here. You know what I mean? That's what I love about it. Everybody's hungry for success. We're all on the same vision. We're all on the same path. We're trying to get there together. You know what I mean? It's not like in Miami where it's too much. I think Miami's a little bit too much for me, but Fort Lauderdale I feel like is the perfect mix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you have the best of both worlds. If you want to go into a different part of Florida, it's still close by. You can do all that fun country shit, and then you got the city right here, the nightlife and the beach. So for me, it's a perfect area to be located, right?
Right there, bro.
Crazy
Literally the best
networking.
city ever.
Yeah, bro. I think it's good, crazy networking, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We was at a restaurant, we met each other. Fucking, you could be walking around here, bro, and just like meet like a millionaire type shit and like start clicking.
Definitely. Hey, you one recruit away, like Dion said, one recruit away.
One recruit away from
like the guy that was living in my building. I mean, he owns my building. Is Adam. I met this guy. He walked in one of my meetings. So I run a lot of my meetings. It's like a floor above where I live. There's like 3 floors of office space. And I'm running a meeting with somebody who lives in my building. We're getting them set up with life insurance, infinite banking portfolios. And he walks in, like this guy, Adam, just walks in he's a billionaire. He walks into our meeting. He's like, oh, what are you guys doing? He just starts like mad bold, like didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to know what we were doing. So he was like, he just introduced himself. He's like, what do you do? I was like talking to him. And then it turns out he's a billionaire. He owns the building, $2.2 billion net worth. And then he was like inspired. He likes how how many clients I have in my building, because I got like 50 clients in my building alone. Wow. So he actually he like checking up on me. He knocked on my door the other day, wanted to talk to me, how's business going? Because what society is, he's trying to model it for like all around on an app called Flow. So he's actually trying to repeat the building of society, because like they're upgrading everything over there, like the gym. Everything's getting upgraded because he wants to model that one and create like hundreds of those. You know what I mean? So it's just like you never know who you're going to run into. Not many you can in Pine Bush, New York. You're not going to run into a billionaire on the streets. You know what I mean? Like
Pine Bush.
Sounds country as fuck, right?
It does. Yeah, that's what's up. So did this guy, like, did you get to talk to him, like how he got his wealth type shit? Or?
Yeah, so I got like, I didn't get too much time to talk to him, but a lot of his team, they always reach out to me because they're doing a lot of things, and they have some people from the building that want to come interview me and stuff about how I'm running my business out of there. So I think he started at this company called WeWorks, which I guess he was like renting out office space in different buildings or something like that. I don't know if you're familiar. I heard of WeWorks. So I don't know too much about it, but apparently the
guy just sold the company. Oh shit.
Yeah, you good.
I think the person just sold that company or something like that.
Wow.
For a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So he was just keeping it, he was doing his thing with that. Now he's doing the Flow. So it's just crazy how you could run into those types of people, what I mean?
That's just fucking lit, man. South Florida, we out here, man.
Definitely. Yes,
fucking
sir.
Running into billionaires, dog. But man, life insurance, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about life insurance. All I know is IUL and what you said, term and whole.
Yeah.
And I have a term policy, and I believe I have a whole and like some other shit. And fucking I'm like, bro, like so I have a term, and if I don't transition on in those 15, 20 years or whatever, all that money gets lost.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of people, they'll have coverage, but they don't really know what they have. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of avenues you can go in life insurance, and a lot of people, this is not taught in school. A lot of people aren't aware of what actually is out there. You know what I mean? So generally speaking, there's 2 different types of life insurance, right? Yeah. There's term life, and then there's whole life. So term life, it only lasts for a term. So all the money you put into a term life insurance policy, if you don't die within like that term, then all that money disappears. You know what I mean? So every year you're waiting to get your own individual whole life insurance policy, it's getting more expensive because you're closer to death, right? So you have the illusion, oh, I'm good, man, I got life insurance, or I got it through work. Really, that's just term coverage. So every year they're waiting, it's getting more expensive. By the time that term runs out, they have to apply for their own individual whole life insurance policy, and it gets way more expensive. So I just educate young individuals like yourself why it makes more sense to get a whole life insurance policy where all the money they put in doesn't just disappear at the end of a term. It actually goes into an investment portfolio that pays you interest and dividends over time. Yeah. And now, for example, are you planning on acquiring real estate someday? Of course. Or starting another business or anything? So say after 10, 15 years or 5 years, however much money you're putting in, with the compounding interest you're gaining, say you have 50 grand in there. Now say you want to put a $40,000 down payment on a house. You could take it out of the life insurance policy. Say you have 50 grand and you take out 40K. The 40K will actually subtract from your death benefit, and then the 50K that you had would continue to pay you interest and dividends. Yeah. Okay, now say you acquire an asset that's bringing you in cash flow. You could use that cash flow to get your death benefit back up to where it was, and rather than paying the bank the interest that you'd pay would go right back into your policy. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so over time, rather than just putting money into a policy where at the end of the term it's just going to disappear, it makes much more sense to just get a whole life and actually plans for future investments. Plus, it's not subject to any market volatility.
What does that mean?
So market volatility, like if you invest, what a volatile is, it's like risky, right?
Okay, yeah.
So if you invest in the market directly, which I think it's good to invest in directly, but you have to have diversified investments, right? Because if you're investing just the market directly and the market tanks, well, you could lose all your money. Like if you have a 401k, a Roth IRA, and the market tanks, well, you lost out a bunch of money. Like, and there's people out there that this is their only form of retirement, and say it's a year like 2008 or like the Great Depression and you're going to retire, you've been banking on your 401k or your Roth or your retirement fund, your pension, whatever it may be, that's all off the market, and then the market tanks, well, what do you have?
Fuck, yeah.
You got nothing. You know what I mean? So I just educate young individuals, well, yeah, you could have those 401ks and those Roth IRAs, but it's also good to add to your portfolio life insurance policies that are going to grow for you over time. They're going to actually be able to, your money's not going to be tied up. Like if you have a 401k or Roth, take the money out early, there's taxes, there's penalties. With life insurance, you take out the money whenever you want and use it for whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just usually educate, individuals on how, if this is going to build at this rate for this long, you're going to have this much money, and you can use it to acquire assets that are going to bring you cash flow into retirement rather than just relying on, hey, if the market tanks, well, then I'm screwed. I got to keep working until I'm 75 years old, because the market went bad. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And you said you know about IULs. What do you know about them right now?
So basically, it's like what you were saying, compound interest.
Yeah.
You put in your money and you can take out a loan based off of that and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
So I knew a little bit about that, and that's really it, to be honest. I don't really know much. So in the term that I have,
you have a term?
I do have a term. And can you take money against that or not?
No. So with the term life
You
insurance,
better call them up tomorrow and cancel that.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend canceling. I mean, all life insurance is good. You know what I mean?
Or
but
get a
generally
new policy.
speaking, if you don't want, if you don't have a young child where you're really worried about that, if something happens to you now, they're going to leave a large lump sum some money to make sure that in the event, the 20-year period that they're really little, they're going to leave them a bunch of money. It makes more sense for a young individual like yourself to get a whole life insurance policy or an IUL.
Yeah.
So what an IUL is, it's indexed universal life. It's actually indexed off the S&P. That means it's not directly invested in the S&P, meaning it's not subject to market volatility. So for example, if the market tanks and you're invested in an IUL, you won't lose any money, but if you're invested in the S&P directly and the market tanks, you take a loss. You know what I mean? You just get the positive gains of the S&P and you don't take any market loss.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. When you started your life insurance journey, what policies did you get?
So I got, right now I put around $1,000 in a month. But I'm a big believer in this.
Between different policies or just one
between a whole life insurance policy and the IUL. So the whole life insurance policy, generally speaking, it pays you a higher guaranteed percentage, right? So that percentage could be anywhere from 5, 6, all the way up to 12%, right? Mm-hmm. But it's just going to be in that range. With an IUL, it just has higher potential to gain because it's indexed off the S&P, but you have a lower guaranteed percentage you're going to get.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, if you're investing in the market anyway, you're taking a risk that if the market performs well, you'll get gains. So this kind of gives you that ability to get higher gains without taking any of the risk. And then there's a huge part about life insurance that you'll forget about. You're still going to leave your family with a huge death benefit where if you were to pass away, they're going to get a couple $100,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
even with the whole life.
Yeah, the whole life and the IUL.
Yeah.
The term too. Term's cheaper. It gives you lots of coverage for cheap. But if you don't die in the length of that term, then all that money just disappears, right? That's how insurance companies are making their money.
So I got a question. With putting $1,000 on an IUL, what does that increase the death penalty to?
So I mean, I have it diversified in between the whole life and the IUL.
$500, would that get it?
Yeah, so it depends on the person, right? It's a medically underwritten policy. So it's depending on your medical history.
Okay.
So for example, So like for example, if he's young, healthy, you say he's like 25 years old, young, healthy, no criminal record, no bad driving record. Like, he looks like a perfect angel. He isn't going to die anytime soon. For a certain amount of money, it's going to give you a lot of coverage. Gotcha. Now, for example, he's 45. He has some health condition. He's got 2 kids now. He's a smoker. He had a DWI in the past or whatever, or all these things. Well, now they're going to be like, well, this guy's a high risk of passing away. Why are we going to give him a lot of coverage for cheap? No, it's going to be expensive. You know what I mean? That's a good thing about getting it when you're young, because every year you wait, it's just going to get more expensive. So you might as well lock it in while you're young.
But with certain things, you could get riders too. Like, let's say, I mean, some insurance companies ask you questions like, if you ride bikes or something like that, you know what I'm saying? They might not insure you, you know.
Really?
So there is specific conditions within the life insurance policies for certain ones where, for example, if you die skydiving, you know what I mean? But you ask that when you're going through, hey, are you a frequent skydiver? Yeah. You know what I mean? If you're doing something crazy risky, there's a chance you could die at 20 years old, they're not going to insure that. But if you're just living your life, say you got your policy when you're 20 and you're 45 now, you develop cancer and you die, yeah, they're going to pay out your family. You know what I mean? Like, you had a heart attack, random heart attacks, for most things, they're going to pay out your family. You know what I mean?
Because I've heard there's like situation where a lot of companies don't pay out for certain things, you know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, generally speaking, I've been writing a lot of young, healthy people. So I haven't seen a scenario where somebody died and hasn't getting paid out, but to be honest, I haven't had anybody die yet. So I'm going to be completely transparent about you guys. I haven't seen anybody that I've written a policy die yet. The insurance provider, but it's a whole process, you know what I mean? That's why it's important when you sit down with an agent, that it's a good agent, to make sure that they thoroughly review everything like that, you know what I mean?
So let's say one of your clients were to pass away. You don't personally give the check to their parents, it's the insurance company?
The insurance company does provide them, and obviously I'm a part of that. When you give me your beneficiary information, which is the beneficiary is who's going to receive the money if you were to pass, well then generally I communicate with them and let them know, hey, if anything happens, I'm the first person you want to reach out to. Plus, you're gonna have, a password and a profile with whatever insurance provider you're going through, just like you had on your computer, where you could see the information. You know what I mean?
See, that's what I need. I need to know my login and all that shit. I don't know none of that shit. It's like I'm just paying randomly.
Well, who do you like? Who is your agent? Do you have a personal relationship with them?
Yeah. She's a girl. She lives right here.
Well, you should ask her, bro. Like, what's up with your info? Like, can I get my information?
Yeah. I mean, generally speaking, I would just, chances are they're doing right by you. You know what I mean? I'm not here saying that agents are doing wrong by people, but I'm saying if you're dealing with somebody you personally know, chances are higher that they're doing right by you. You know what I mean? If you're getting cold call off some random person on the phone that you've never even met, that they're calling off of leads, they're just in a call center trying to get you anything that you could sign up for. You know what I mean? That's when they're getting you the term policy. For example, how old are you?
28.
You're 28, and then you have a 20-year term. Chances are you're not going to die by the time you're 48. You should away that money. Every year it's been getting more expensive, and now you're 48, and I have to apply for coverage again.
You should be close with your agent. I mean, I'm close with my agent. Yeah. The person who signed me up. To the policy, just in case anything happens to me.
Yeah, I'm not saying cancel the other ones, but it's always, you're not going to lose any money by having these policies. It makes sense to have multiple. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So, okay, say I have like 4. Right, okay. And say I want to get some policies with you. Yeah. Would I be able to take any of that money that I've used to put in that one, or?
So there is ways that you can transfer it over, but generally speaking, if you've been paying into it for a while, you could do something that's known as a cash surrender. You surrender your money, and then you could do a reduced paid up option where you no longer pay with the policy that you currently have, and you get an adjusted death benefit, and then you'd switch on with a new provider. But there's ways to switch it over. Yeah. You know what I mean? But generally speaking, if you're not too long in the policy and you can get a lot more coverage with a different company with a better, you feel more comfortable with it, then you could switch. But
I think I've been with for like a year.
Yeah, most insurance agents are doing right by you. Yeah, you know what I mean, we're in this industry because we want to help people. For sure. You know what I mean?
So what are some ways insurance agents cannot help you?
I mean, if you, like I said, you sign them up with somebody with a term just to get it. Like if I'm sitting down with somebody and they don't have a lot of money and everything, and it's not really going to make sense. Like say I'm sitting down with a 21-year-old, and for example, they only can put $20 in a month in a term. You know what I mean? I'm going to be like, hey, bro, just wait until you have more money. This doesn't really make sense. Chances are you don't have any kids. You don't have any. Like, why are you going to get a term policy right now? Like, yeah, you're gonna you leave a large lump sum of money of your family. If you want to do that and $20 you have, that's great. You want to really make sure if you die by the time you're 41 and you're 21, that your mom's going to get a check for 300 grand. You're a great guy. Put $20 in a month. But if you're doing this for investment, I'm not going to sit here and tell somebody that, hey, you should get a term policy. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do this for an investment, for a long-term game and something that's actually going to grow for you over time and be there for life, then you want to go with a whole life or an IUL.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Definitely about to
relook
them policies.
Absolutely, bro. We'll look it over.
Yeah.
But you guys are smart guys. You know what I mean? Like you guys are the type of people that are thinking about this. But my goal is to get more people thinking about this.
Yeah.
Like for example, I walked into the gym today. I met this guy. He seemed like perfect, good shape. He's doing everything right by himself. I brought up the idea of life insurance to him. He knew barely anything about it. We got talking. Hey, this is something I'm really interested in. You know, I really like it. I said, okay, what do you got going on today at 7? And I called him up at 7. We got him a policy. So, if something happens to him, now his family's covered, where if I never had that conversation with him, then his family's going to have to pay 30 grand out for a funeral expense, start a GoFundMe, and the worst day of their lives, they're going to have to worry about finances.
Yeah.
I want to make sure as many people as possible, they don't have to do that.
But when I was an agent, I was trying to sell people policies, and I had one of my boys tell me, "Oh, he doesn't have no family here." Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, you'll get,
somebody as your beneficiary. You could have like your best friend or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I mean, generally speaking, there has to be insurable interest. So it's like some type of reason why you want to leave them money. So like, you have no family. This is your support system. You guys are helping each other out. There could be a reason why it would make sense for you to give them coverage.
And you could get an insurance policy on somebody. Like I could put a policy on you, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are doing the podcast together, so he's crucial for you to be doing the podcast. You say, hey, that's a key employee policy. You know what I mean? I want to make sure in the event something happens to you, I can replace him and my podcast can go on.
And you receive that check.
You know what I mean? I mean, what I like to do
is on all you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
A lot of big jobs, corporations do that on their key employees.
The Giants, they took a policy out on Lawrence Taylor. You know that is.
Yeah.
They took like a $3 million life insurance or $1 million.
I mean, it makes sense. That boy was nice.
He was nice, and he was crazy as fuck. He was like fucking hookers like the day of the game type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? High as fuck, drunk as fuck.
He's on this Dennis Rodman timing, bro.
Yeah, and just still balled the fuck out. I'm talking about like where he was just the best player on the field. You know what I'm saying? They took out life insurance for him. So that's pretty interesting. But he's still alive. Thank God. Shout out to
bro.
Taylor.
Everybody. You never know when your last day is, bro. I mean, I've seen we all experience that with like...
Yeah. And, a lot of you guys know that Buddha passed away recently, and you have a Buddha story.
I do have a Buddha story, and it's one of my favorite stories. When I met him, I got excited. I was like, we followed each other on Instagram. We're like, I was like, bro, you know Buddha? He was like, how do you know Buddha? Like, Buddha's actually one of my friends, he's saying. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I met him once when I was in Dare Day Club, and he had a little section in the back, and he was chilling, bro, all by himself, humble guy, bro, just drinking, smoking a blunt. I could say that, right? Yeah, he was smoking a blunt, he was chilling, drinking, bro, everything, like, you know what I mean? And to be honest, I was young. This was before I was even in insurance. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I was with, I had a couple girls with me, I'm not going to lie. Okay. And Buddha started talking to one of the girls, and I was with the other girl. So he invited us up into the section, and me and him was cool, and he just told us that he was a rapper. He didn't even mention he was Alex Collins, the football player for the Seattle Seahawks, you know what I mean? And I mean, he had the gold teeth and everything. I'm like, bro, he must be a successful rapper. I never even heard of him. I'm like, who is this guy? I'm like, show me your music. He was like, oh, you'll hear it. I'm like, all right. And then at the end, bro, I followed him on Instagram shit, and he's already gone and shit. I'm like, oh shit, that's Buddha, bro. He plays. That's Alex Collins, bro. He balls the fuck out for Seattle, bro. Yeah. Like, it's just like, it's crazy. You never know, like, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure he was set up because he's got a good team of individuals, but unless somebody has that conversation with you, then are you going to be prepared for that moment? Like, nobody's prepared unless,
Yeah.
You want to make sure on the worst day of your family's life that at least they don't have to worry about finances.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's the reason why I got life insurance, because, I had a couple friends, pass away and shit, and a lot of them their families were arguing with money, maybe with like their girls and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And fucking like, bro, I don't want my mom to worry about shit. I want her to be like, yo, his girls get whatever they got and shit, and I'm already, I had some crazy shit happen to me like the past like year. So I was like, yeah, let me get some life insurance.
Yeah,
just in case, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's always a just in case until it's not. You know what I mean? Because I was talking, so I bring this up everywhere. Like if I try to go somewhere, my idea is I'm going to educate 5 people out there and hey, it might pay for my trip. You know what I mean? But I'm helping people's families. So I actually went to Tulum, Mexico, where I met my boy Satish. Shout out Satish. He's a big guy. I'll show him about this. He's a big TikToker. But anyway.
Okay, that's
but I met this family, and it was a family of girls from, where were they from? I think, I don't know, Louisiana or some shit. I don't even know where they're from, to be honest. I don't remember. She was like a chef and stuff, but I got in the conversation of life insurance, and they were just talking about, wow, like they were asking me all these questions, not because they wanted, because they wanted to know like how trusts work and how everything like that works and how the distribution of money should have happened. And because one sister got this and this and the other sister was left out, and they want to see how it all works. But that's why it's important to sit down. Hey, if you want to make sure your family's not going to be arguing like that, well then sit down and make sure that all your stuff is set up correctly. You know what I mean? So like I have a team of individuals that sets up trust, that make sure all your assets are properly set up in LLCs, to make all your LLCs are in holding companies. So, you know, 1, if you get sued, you don't lose your house. And 2, to make sure that in the event something does happen to you and you got a trust, make sure that all your money, the cash flow from the assets, the life insurance policies, everything, the money is distributed how you want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's important to start planning that stuff. But people are always like, oh, this life insurance, this guy's trying to get a check. No, man, I'm really looking out for your future. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's bigger than just me getting money or you getting money from, because you're going to make money by having the life insurance policy.
Yeah.
You will. Over time with compounding interest, you'll make money, but it is more than that. You know what I mean? It really is for your family.
For your family.
I mean, like, who doesn't love their family? I'm sure you do. I know you do.
Yeah.
So I got myself a policy.
Yeah.
Make sure my mom get that check.
Get that check.
Happens to me.
Absolutely. And plus, you're probably going to have kids someday, right?
Definitely.
Well, you'll be ahead of the game. You'll probably get more policies. You know what I mean?
Vasectomy.
Yeah, you got a vasectomy.
Damn, so insurance, bro. That shit is fucking like iffy for a lot of people. Like how you said, they're
It's not
like,
just insurance, it's financial advice.
financial literacy. Like people get scared when they talk about money, really. Like because they don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, people are scared of what they don't know about.
Yeah.
And plus, there's the other side of things where it's like they always say, like, you know, poor people have insurance, middle class have insurance, rich, some like upper middle class, they're the people that think they know it all. They're like, hey, I know what I'm talking about with finance. I don't need to sit down and shoot blah, blah, blah. And then the rich have insurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they understand the importance of it. They'll educate themselves. But like people that think, you know, I know all about that. I'm gonna, you know, if you don't sit down, you sit down with professionals. For example, my boy over here,
Moses.
you know, he just was saying himself, like he cleans cars, a car detailer,
Yeah.
but he makes sure that, you know, if he's telling a client, this is what you need, well, this is what you're gonna get. It's in every business. But if, you know, if you're saying like, you're coming to a professional telling them this, and this, I think it's important to, in any industry, it's like if you're going to the doctors, the doctor tells you you're diagnosed with this. You say, I'm not diagnosed with this, it's this, you know what I mean? Like, what, are you a professional? Are you a doctor?
I hate those know-it-alls, bro. Like, fuck, they swear they know it all, but they don't know shit.
Yeah, like, I don't know how to run a podcast,
Right.
so I might have to take some lessons, you know
Right.
what I mean?
Shit, we barely know how to do it.
We're learning as we go, you know what I'm saying?
But we're here though. Fuck, what is it, like a year, 2 years? 2 years type shit? A year like together, 2 years like since the start of it?
Bro, I hope I could be here with the growth of this, because I
Fuck
think it's
yeah,
going to
bro.
take off, baby.
It is,
AK, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's
yes,
go.
sir.
I need to get me
AK's
some merch, baby.
Yeah, I got you for sure. AK is definitely going crazy. Yeah, bro, it's a lot of shit going on with that stuff. So
How'd you get into that?
So with AK, okay, so I moved to Seattle. Buddha was like, bro, basically I was down here, I wasn't doing shit. I was working at a restaurant, right, at Anthony's Runway. Great fucking restaurant, Italian restaurant, take your girl there.
Wait, Anthony's Runway?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Yeah, there was a guy
Baby,
there.
I'm taking you there.
Yeah. There was a major D there. His name was Vinny. He passed away this year, but fucking he was like one of those serious Italian guys. Like, yo, get the fuck, what are you fucking doing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Because I started out as like a busser and then a bar back and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then fucking he'd be like, yo, Pocahontas, go get that fucking table over there. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? Because I had long
Pocahontas,
hair and
yeah.
shit. And I remember I invited Buddha one time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, come to the restaurant and shit. Like, I fucking take care of everything, you know? And they took care of everything. Like his food and all that shit. All he did was pay for like his drinks at the bar or some shit. And I guess he was seeing how hard I was working or some shit, cause I was busting I was busy as fuck that night. And then he was just like, man, you need to come to Seattle with me, dog. And I'm like, all right. No. At first I was like, man, hell no, that's crazy as fuck. Cause like I've never been to like the West Coast type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been to like Cali to go see a chick for like a day.
Yeah.
And she like sized me. And so I got right back on the plane and I took another 5 hours home. I wasted a whole fucking day just going
to Cali.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, she must have been bad, bro.
She was bad. She was bad as fuck. But she was like playing games. So I'm like, man, fuck that. Like she was from down here, but like she was in Cali. So I was like, man, I got some money. I'm gonna go to Cali. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And one of my boys, he worked for the airlines and shit, so I got a free ticket. And so I came back and shit. And then he was just like, yo, like, man, you should come through. Like, so I was like, man, fuck. I was kind of contemplating it and stuff. And then I was just like, man, fuck it, let's go. So I go and I stay there for like a year, bro. And I'm making contacts and shit. People are asking like, yo, what do you do? I was like, oh, I'm his new nutritional planner. I was saying shit like that. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm his personal photographer. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm his bodyguard. And like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just saying everything, like, you know, just like kind of in a way, I manifested those things because I started working executive protection, which is like private security.
Okay.
I started doing, I started AK Nutritional Fitness, right? And then AK Photography Film. So how Adversity Killers started, AK, we first started out just with cameras. We bought a camera and we was like, yo, let's go shoot some weddings or something.
You really manifested that shit.
We really did. And he's like, yo, let's go shoot like a wedding or some shit. And then fucking, I didn't know shit about weddings or anything like that, bro. So I just literally walked around Seattle, Bellevue, Seattle, and fucking Bellevue, Washington, and was just like, yo, like, I take photos and shit. I had my camera and shit like that. I'm just taking photos of people. I'm like, oh, what do you guys do? I just went to different nice restaurants, like around here type shit, and just walked in nice with a camera and shit, started taking photos for the restaurant and shit like that. And I was like, oh, I can take photos for you guys if you want. I used to do that on the side to make some money. And then I got booked for like an engagement shoot or something.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was like a quick, like nice $600, but I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to fucking set up a camera, the what's it called? The shutter speed, all that shit.
You gotta get it any way you can,
you know what I'm saying? I'm literally sitting there right before the shoot on YouTube, like how to adjust the light and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And then fucking, we did it right there. And the name Adversity Killers came because Buddha. So at first it was just AK, Alex and Kevin. You know, my real name is Kevin. Yeah. And so I was like, bro, we can't fucking really market that shit, Alex and Kevin Company, like, you know what I'm saying? But AK sounds raw, and we made the logo look like a gun.
Yeah, it's
but
fire.
We didn't put an actual gun because we wanted to market it to the world and shit, so it could be accepted and stuff. So
give me a promo code.
Yeah.
I'll sell them shit, bro.
I got you. And
it'll come with every life insurance policy.
For sure.
You gotta buy an AK
that's what's
shirt.
up. Wow.
That's combo.
See, I'm a brand ambassador for Adversity Killers. For signing up, you get this code right here. Go buy this merch right here. You are an adversity killer for, you know, putting your life first, your family first.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking, he came up with the name. I remember like a year after we got AK, he was just like, he just came up, opened the door. We was in like a studio in his house because he had like a home studio, music studio and shit. I'm sitting there with my other business partner, Kevius, and he's like, yo, Adversity Killers. And I was like, oh.
You were smoking?
Huh?
You were smoking?
We were, yeah. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? And then I just got it, the A and the K, and I was like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's fucking lit. So then, right as soon as he said that, I made a fucking Instagram, Adversity Killers. I made all the other AKs. I have like so many other AK Instagrams.
Because you're a doer, bro. You're a doer.
That like, I didn't even like really post anything yet. I have like AK Dispatch. I have like, you know, all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Before I even had a plan or anything like that. And then now, shit is, you know, slowly building into fruition and stuff like that. And now that, you know, he transitioned on, bro, the support has been crazy.
Yeah.
It's been overwhelming, really, because it's just like, damn, like, how do I say this, bro? Like, I feel like in a way, bro, he changed my life forever. You know what I'm saying? From him, it was my life before he died, and like me trying to find my way. We're trying to build something, and it's my life after he died. And like after he died, I have like a purpose with the business.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
keeping his vision and his legacy alive. But he was really adamant on, bro, don't make this shit all about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't the Alex Collins brand. You know, this is all of us. This represents you. You know what I'm saying? So
AK Buddha, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And then fucking and everybody just started falling in line. Remember, we'd be in the club, dog, and we'd be like chilling, talking, and we'll talk about God. We'll talk about just a lot of stuff, and we'll talk about the business. And he'll say like, watch, people gonna get tattoos of this shit. Fucking everybody's gonna be wearing this shit from around there. He got one. I got one. I got one right here.
The tat.
You know what I'm saying? And fucking so many people, like random people from like Seattle, random people. There was a guy from like he's out of the country in Ireland. He got a tattoo of an AK right here.
That's fire.
One of Buddha's teammates.
You guys are going global.
Yeah, one of Buddha's teammates sent me that photo. He's like, yo, look at this. A guy from Ireland. Just like, you know what I'm saying? It's some crazy shit, bro. So just to see how big
the brand could really become.
Yeah, just how big the brand can become. I was like, bro, I'm gonna put a fucking dent in this universe.
You know what happened, bro? It's because you actually went for something, bro.
Yeah.
Like showing that even you'll move to Seattle, bro, because a lot of people just want to stay where they're comfortable. You know what I mean? Like everybody just goes through the motions, stays in something. But the fact that you went for something is why all this is happening for you. You know what I mean? Why AK is taking off. Why, you know, why Globe Integrity is taking off for me. It's because we went for something. You know what I mean? And if you believe in something and you go for it, there's no way that you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? You got God on your side. You got your own vision, and you believe you're doing the right thing, which you do. You know what I mean? So it's awesome, bro.
It's an amazing feeling, dog. And just to see like all my boys, like he was like, bro, watch, our company is like, he wanted to make it like an umbrella, you know what I'm saying? Where he's like, well, we have AK NutriFit, AK Photography Films, and we like work with other companies like 84M Media, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Globe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking StickDuffles and AA Detailing and Opti Visuals, you know what I'm saying? Like all these companies that we all want to work together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
bro,
saying?
it's all, bro.
And it just makes it look AK like more fucking like legit, like damn. Oh, so he know him, but he work. Oh yeah, I know these niggas are legit because these guys are doing it hard.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. And
it's all about you know, it's all about helping each other out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like setting.
You get
we're going
further
through each other. You know what I
appreciated,
mean?
for sure.
Like if all the people around you are eating, that's how you truly eat. If you're just eating, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta
People are gonna envy you and plot you.
Yeah, everybody's got to be working on their own part of the business, growing up together, so you're all lifting, and that's how you truly live. Because, you know, it's empowering, bro. Like doing big things, making money, you know, seeing everybody around you and yourself going up. It's empowering, and you getting empowered empowers other people, which makes your brand even bigger. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like you guys met me. I met you. You know, I'm gonna get people through you. You'll get people through me. It's just how it works. And everybody else you do podcasts with or meet.
Awesome, bro.
You know what I mean?
Fucking, it's my fucking guy, right?
We living, baby.
You know
We living,
out
bro.
here.
We living
out here. Fucking met this
It's
guy
a good day to
randomly,
be
you know
alive,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
It's a good day to be alive.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people I hit up, like just like either friends or like maybe like some other people who I know are doing their thing. They're kind of just like, I feel like they're egos or like just too big, or just like maybe they look at you and you're like, you're not big enough yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn. And like, I met you randomly and you're like, yo, fuck it, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like that energy just like makes me just want to keep pushing it further. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hell
like,
yeah,
bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I want to talk to people from Ghana, from Philippines, everywhere, bro, telling their life stories and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, I feel like I've learned a lot.
Bro, I learned from every episode, you know what I'm saying? Like learning about life insurance and shit. And to go back into that, bro, what was your first big cash out?
So like the first time I made money, honestly, I'll be completely real with you. It was my first agent that I have on right now. He was the first person I got a policy. He's the first person I got a policy. And he was like, he said something. And honestly, bro, a lot of people, now it's getting to the point where everybody sees the success. Now everybody wants to join. So when I'm telling people about it, like the guy said today, send me the information on how I can get licensed. How do I get licensed? How do I become a part of this? I want to tell more people about this, but I also want to make money doing it.
Yeah.
How can I spread the message that you're spreading to other people? You know what I mean? So like the first time I made money was really the first person who believed in me was the first person that was my first agent. when I started my own agency. So my boy Matt Anderson, shout out Matt.
Shout out Matt.
He moved. No, another Matt, bro. We all Matts out here, bro. No, I got a lot of friends named Matt. But anyway, he moved. He went to college with me, and he just moved down. He moved down to Fort Myers around the same time I moved down to Florida. He stayed when I went back to New York. Then he was with a girlfriend, bro, toxic relationship, all that bullshit. He broke up with her. He moved out. He like came to visit me for a week, and I was like, yo, you're not going back. He's like, fuck it, I'm not going back. I'm getting my license right now. Whatever you say, I'm with it. And bro, he's crushing it. He's making 10, 15 grand a week now. I'm like, all right, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
so what do you have to do to be able to earn like that much money? Like 10.
So
10
I mean,
grand.
it's just like the policies that you're writing for people, like the insurance companies. You have to understand they're making a lot of money. 99% of insurance providers, like the providers, are 99% of term policies for these insurance providers. They don't get paid out to people because the people don't die in the length of the term.
Yeah.
Right? So all the money that people are putting into the policy, they don't die in the length of the term. The insurance company gets all that money. Right? Most people, how they're marketing life insurance, is just getting whatever they can afford. So a lot of people, they just get whatever they think they can afford. They get these cheap policies. They think they have coverage. They don't die. The insurance company wins, and you get nothing. It starts again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why it's a big part of my business model is educating people about whole life and IULs and how they could actually build wealth.
I got a question. Does your company also deal with annuities?
Yeah, we could write annuities. So I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't dove deep into annuities yet. Yeah. I have some, business partners that I work with that do more of them that could educate me on them. So I haven't.
So you're sticking to one.
Right now, I'm focused on life insurance, IULs. Do I have the ability to write an annuity? Yes. Would I call myself an absolute expert? Not yet. You know what I mean? I can be. But like when you're doing so well in one thing, you stick with it. You know what I mean? I'm doing really well. And there's like, people say you're going to get your Series 7. I could get my Series 7. Like, do I have the knowledge? Yeah, I probably could.
What is that, Series? I heard that in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, so it's just being able to advise people on, financial investments and investing in the market and directly, like, you know what I mean? If you're going to tell people, invest in this stock or invest in this Roth IRA or invest, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to tell people and give people actual financial advice about the market when they could lose money, you got to have your Series 7. You know what I mean? So
I heard that test is really hard, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, I probably could get it, but if I really believe in this, like, there's a lot of time people put a lot of money into investments with, people that have their Series 7 and they lose it. Now it's got the guy that sold them the thing is like, I don't know, like look at Jordan Belfort. I mean, great guy, great at sales, awesome dude, but he screwed over a lot of people. You know what I mean? Why did he go to jail? Yeah, of course. I mean, but the Series 7, I'm not saying that all people that are telling you to invest in things are bad people. There's probably tons of very knowledgeable individuals that give great financial advice that you'll make a lot of money with, but there's also a chance with whenever you're investing in the market that you take a loss. But with the life insurance, you don't take any market loss. That's the big thing. So at least if I tell somebody, hey, invest in this, you're not going to lose any money. If you do this, this, and this, you're not going to lose any money. I'm telling them the truth, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, obviously it's good to have your Series 7 and tell people to invest in this and that, but yeah, there's a chance you lose money. You know what I mean? But anytime you invest in, it's good. Like if you look at Warren Buffett, like for example, he believes in investing heavily. He says, always buy the dip and never sell. There's always a bunch of different investment strategies.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
What is your go-to investment strategy?
I mean, like I said, I invest in a lot on life insurance, but in terms of the other things, I'm not going to really speak on it. But what I invest in personally, I can tell you what I invest in personally besides life insurance, just things that you see around you that you use every day. So I keep it safe. So like Microsoft, I write Meta, you know what I mean? Apple, Tesla. I think Elon Musk, he's the richest guy in the world. He's smart. That's his company. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like guy's trying to put people on Mars. You know what I mean? Like
that shit ain't going nowhere.
You know what I mean, bro?
Mars.
So just like really secure investments. But generally speaking, I have some friends that like my boy Matt McKenya, another Matt. He invests in the market and he quit his job and was traveling Europe because he's so good at investing. Like there's people that are blessed like that.
That's awesome.
Like, but he's on top like type of dude who's like, okay, Hawaii having fires, the electrical companies are all dipping right now. Yeah, no, the electrical companies are all going right down right now, borderline going under. My brother from Hawaii is telling me like, hey, this company owns Hawaii. No matter what, this company's not going under. Eventually, when things get better in Hawaii, it's going to go back up. buy this. So like that's the type of investment he does. But those are volatile investments. You know what I mean? If it does go under and you put 10 grand in, well, you could lose 10 grand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I stick to secure investments. And if I'm going to advise anybody on anything, it's going to be on things that I know you're not going to lose money.
And, are you licensed?
Nah, my license didn't go through technical difficulties.
He's coming back, though.
I'm coming back,
He's coming
yo.
back.
Yeah.
He's coming
I'll be back.
He's got a spot at Globe anytime.
There we go.
What do you got to do though?
Huh?
Like, how can you get him? You got to see where
It's
he's
up to
going.
him, his situation. You know.
I gotta make sure my situation is handled accordingly before
Gotcha.
I jump ships. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
But I'll be making a comeback in the financial world.
Yeah.
Is it the same test that they were talking about? Is it like
Well, he has the
questions?
215. The one that took and passed was the 214. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so there's different, like, it's like 215 is life, health, and annuities. So I can sell health products. And I do from time to time if I have a client that wants them, but like stick to what you're passionate with. My passion is life insurance. That's what I
What do
stick
you
with,
mean by
you know?
health products?
So health insurance.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I can sell health insurance, United
Yeah.
Healthcare. I have products that I could write for people. It all depends on like what you want to do.
You like
know?
selling the whole life. and-
Yeah, and I like life insurance. I mean, health insurance, that's not like term or whole. It's just health insurance. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's a totally different sector. You know what I
sector.
mean? Yeah.
Another podcast.
Yeah. Different podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. So how far do you want to take this, like life insurance?
Bro, I believe this is my like bread and butter till I die. You know what I mean? Like even I'll never stop educating people about life insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like
we
I
all
have
want money and shit. So
you know, I feel like I have a gift, you know, the way that I come about it and how I speak to people. And I mean, do you think you understand more after talking to me?
definitely.
I definitely got
We were
refreshed.
just
I've
sitting at
literally
Twin Peaks. I was just like, "Fuck, dude, I need to
Yeah.
get back on my
So I
shit."
mean, I like making people having that aha moment and you know coming to that realization, helping you out, helping me out, everything. But it's also like what we stand for, Global Integrity, especially about my business partner Spencer, is we're in this for the long haul. This is like, I guess they all have jokes because every single one of them have it tatted except me. So they try to get me tatted. Me for like,
That's
I mean,
fucking
I have
crazy.
no problems with tattoos or anything. It's just like a thing that I have with my family. Like none of us have tattoos. I don't want to be the first one to break it. So like my boy Spencer was like, yo, we getting you the henna or the stick, whatever it's called, the fucking that washes
henna, yeah.
off or whatever. I don't know.
And what's the logo?
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, so it's like I could pull up a picture of it. But I could pull up a
yeah,
picture.
dude.
Yeah, I'll show you a video of my boy getting it tatted. Yeah, before he even sold his first policy.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm
When he
doing
moved down, we were like, yo, get it tatted. We were all drunk. Like we do like every Thursday. So you know the kid that was on the end, like there's a kid that been in the middle and the kid was on the end.
Yeah.
He was the one that got tatted, and then my other boy, he's got a deck of cards, like where he's like, that's the card he was dealt with, Globe Integrity.
Yeah.
So it was like they made it like cool out of it. You know what I mean? So I mean, this is my this is like a little flyer my girlfriend made. This is the first one that popped up, but that's the logo.
Oh, that looks fire.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? We're definitely sticking with the logo. We'll probably like, you know, get it refined and everything like that. But for now, like we're just building our website out right now. We're about to drive traffic to our website, globeintegrity.com. So
What does a website do for?
for right now, it really does nothing. Like, it just adds credibility. But what we're going to do in the future is we're going to drive traffic through Google ads and stuff. So when people look up life insurance,
You guys will
they
pop
could
up.
one of our advisors. Because when you're growing an agency, like I do it this way, and I'm teaching a couple other people do it this way. But what people say in the industry that have been in it for a long time, that it's easier if you have like a lead source or anything. So we're going to drive traffic through our website. You know what I mean? So,
Search engine optimization.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what that's
SEO, yeah.
So everybody's doing that.
That's why you can put AK and that shit will pop up right there.
Oh, word, you doing it?
Word, yeah.
So we Google right now, AK, and it
Google
pops up.
AK will pop up, or Google Adversity Killer.
Let's do it right now.
Go ahead.
No, that's fire, but I want to get more involved in your brand too, though. I think,
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I mean,
So-
I do a lot of fitness and stuff too. So, I mean, if you ever launch a fitness brand or anything.
No, we have AK Nutritional
Oh,
Fitness. So
yeah.
we have clothing merch, ideas that we had for fucking.
up, guys.
So
That boy is serious.
See, the Instagram pops up, and then the website pops up.
So let me ask you, how much does it cost to get it on the front page? Because I haven't even started. Like, I just started having the conversation with the guys.
I ain't
to
gonna
do
lie
that.
to you, bro. I met this chick in Seattle with Buddha. Buddha was smashing her.
Man, dog. No,
And she's like, "You guys aren't even on Google." And then like the next
You
like
got
week,
tight, you know?
like she like
She did it for you guys.
She did it. Like she did it. and fucking
And it only took once?
Don't you have to continuously pay
Yeah,
for it?
type
That
Like,
boy
shit.
must have been hitting it right.
yeah. It was some shit, and fucking and yeah. So I don't really know how that shit worked, but I know she was like the one who like
any
handled
business
that
I
shit.
start, I want it to pop up in Google immediately.
Yeah.
And now Kevius, my business partner, he's the one. He does all the admin shit and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do like. Now, before I used to call myself Push, and Buddha would be Face, because he's the face of the brand. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing the brand. And now it's like, you know, he's gone now. He's still kind of like the face and stuff, but now I'm the one who's like speaking and like doing these things, like have to make the content. Like I was going through your Instagram and I was seeing the content you make, which is dope shit. That's pretty much like how I'm doing it now without dropping those videos. You know what I mean? Like,
no, absolutely.
Like anybody asks me, yo, what is that? I tell you, like, what's diversity killer? It's literally you. Like, what the fuck you mean? It's like, you know what I'm saying? And I just go into that.
I believe in it, bro.
Thank
I
you,
love
bro.
the brand.
Thank you, bro. It's insane, bro.
You guys are humble guys, you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
changed people's lives, dog. Like, like there's this little kid. There's a story. He was getting bullied for Irish dancing, and fucking Buddha, you know, he Irish danced. That's how he trained and shit on the side.
Really?
Yeah, some crazy shit. He's a black guy with dreads with VVS diamonds in his mouth. Fucking Irish dancing. And Baltimore, when he was with the Ravens. They flew him out to Ireland to fucking like learn about Ireland and all that shit. And he's like at one of their most historic like cliffs or some shit. And he's like Irish dancing on the cliff. Like it's some crazy shit. But there was this kid, he was practicing Irish and he was getting bullied like real bad. Like he like wanted to off himself type shit. Like he's like a jit, you know what I'm saying? And I guess his mom found out that Buddha was like, you know, he did that and he loved the Seahawks. And Buddha, he reached out to the kid. He sent him a message and stuff, flew him out, brought him to the game and shit, gave him a jersey, and he tweeted him and shit saying like, you know, hey, don't let these kids bring you down type shit, like keep going forward, you know, stuff like that.
That's what it's all about, bro.
And bro, like that
Stay AK, I like that.
Yeah,
Stay AK.
Yeah, and literally that kid was like I feel like his whole life changed in a way. You know? And because like he was just like, you saw from like their posts and stuff, you know, I would like peep and shit every now and then. And like he's like confident. They're posting about his practice and all that stuff. So it's just like amazing shit. Before he used to get bullied about it, now he's like, fucking Alex Collins Irish dance, nigga, fuck you.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's just lit, bro. Just stories like that. That's what I want to do with AK. I feel like we're very much more than just shirts, or just like we do wedding photography, or we do nutritional fitness and shit. Like we're just like literally a lifestyle brand.
Yeah.
We can be in the club. We can be at Moxie's. We can be fucking...
And you make music too, right?
We make music as well. AK Sounds. You know?
We got businesses, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
We got
That's what it's about.
a bunch of DBAs.
DBAs, yeah.
And keep
AK,
believing it, you know?
Yeah,
You know
literally
what I
Diversity Killer has like 18 DBAs type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what that is, right? Doing business as.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro. When I learned that shit with Ace, one of my boys, he does like he does a lot of shit too. But now he focuses on like commercial real estate, and now he does like photography for them and shit. And then he told me that he made a company with LLC, and then he got DBAs under it.
Okay, yeah.
So then,
doing business as,
yeah. So literally right after that episode, I was like, yo, like we need to fucking figure this shit out, and like we got all that shit handled. And yeah, bro. So we here, dog. AK, we here to stay. You know what I'm saying?
I think the podcast will be good for you too. I mean, I know you guys been running it for like a year, but like all the networking and the connection, just putting yourself out to have a pod. And a big part of all business is relationships. And the amount of relationship, like I feel like we have a different connection now that we did this. You know what I mean? The amount of deeper connections that you have with people through like doing the podcast and stuff, that's what's really gonna take you guys to the next level. And especially people believe, like, why'd you want to talk to me? Because you saw I had passion, like you said in the beginning. Like, same thing, you're very passionate about this. I think it's gonna go far, you know what I mean? Like, it already is, you know?
Yeah. And it's just, continuing basically what you said, bro. And I see it in all my boys, you know what I'm saying? They're all working, grinding towards their shit. And it's just like, it makes me proud. It's like, bro, like, we all really come from like, you know, regular shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not like we was broke as fuck, but like, you know, we all had it rough, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy type shit. And fucking like, look where we at. We're in Los Olas, like filming like in a nice building, and like
and we only going up, bro.
Right, we're only going up, bro. Like,
Penthouse.
Next year, Penthouse, dog, and fucking, it feels great, bro. Like I get, like, shit gets my rocks off. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about this shit. Like I love this shit, bro. Like I literally do. Like anything with like media and shit. I used to make fucking home videos with a camera when I was like a kid. I was like 6 years old. And then I remember MySpace was out. And I
had to fire his MySpace.
Yeah.
My son is old, bro. You're talking about MySpace.
Yeah, that son's old. Fucking, I used to go viral, bro. Like before viral was viral in middle school. And fucking, and yeah, we used to make videos.
Watch out, my boy MySpace famous,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. The URL is love her like no tomorrow. But yeah, bro, it just inspired me to keep going, dog. This shit's crazy, bro. And then we got into the music stuff. And then fucking Buddha was like,
Are we gonna spit sometime, bro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Buddha was like, yo, you can't be going out there rapping as Kev. Like, come on, man. Like, fuck. And then he's just like, yo, you need to come up with a name and some shit. So I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, well, Frank Sinatra's name is not really Frank Sinatra. So I was just like, damn, I need
Dead ass?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know. It's like some shit.
Bro, I'm
Some
Italian as hell and I don't know
That's
that. I'm telling you,
That's not his
bro.
real name. Frankie Valli, his name's not Frankie Valli and shit. But yeah, fucking I came up with the name Johnny because my brother and my dad's middle name is Jonathan.
Okay.
And then Trumbone just came because it just sounded. So I
Kinda
was just
fire.
like, Michael Jackson, Johnny Trombones. I was like, that shit flows. So I was like,
rock
fuck
with
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
His favorite cartoon was Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. And that was one of my logos at first was Johnny Bravo and it a trombone next to it. But then I like discontinued that. But I still have it, but like, yeah. So I made a website for Johnny Trombone's brand, the artist's brand. So like goes back to what we're saying. We wanted to have AK as like a conglomerate.
Yeah.
So we have AK and then AK Sounds and then Johnny Trombone's label, which is like J. Cole's label, Dreamville or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is Wild Boy Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And Wild Boy came from like high school. We used to call each other like, yo, fucking Wild Boy. Like, Wild Boy Buddha, Wild Boy Showtime, my boy John, Wild Boy Hawaii, me.
They call him Showtime?
No. One of our friends.
Everybody used to call me Showtime. Yeah. Bro, they always be calling me Showtime.
For real?
That was a high school name?
Nah, it was more in college, bro.
That boy was a
Everybody started
linebacker back then, huh?
Nah, bro, honestly, it
Did
came
you
from-
play sports?
Yeah, I played football in college, yeah. But
yeah?
I played football and baseball in high school and everything. But yeah, I still
Nice.
play. I love it. You know what I mean? It's just like, now what do you play? I play like basketball, you know what I mean? And bro, that's what I used to play in Orlando and stuff because everybody was always playing. But down here, like unless you go to like a gym, it's hard to get runs. So, and then it's so packed. So I've been playing golf, bro. And I'm not even that good, but I used to be, nasty at baseball and football back in the day. But now you just take what athletics you can get, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, I did join a baseball league though, and I chopped. No, baseball. I chopped my first game, and every game since then it's been rained out for like 8 weeks straight. But I chopped.
What does that mean, chop?
I played mad good in some New York.
Well, that boy was 4 for 4.
And I went 3 for 3 though. My first at bat, I hit the fucking fence on the fly. It was like a green monster fence. It was mad tall, and I hit a fucking nuke. I haven't played baseball since I was 17. I had a nuke. It was sick, bro. Nothing gets my rocks off like fucking sports, bro. Like
yeah. What college you say you went to?
So I went to Hartwick, upstate New York. Yeah, Hartwick College. It's about to actually get bought out by the college right next to it, Oneonta. So my college is about to not exist.
Wow.
But they're buying our football team. Yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, my school was mad small. I went there originally for football, but like it was just like a college town kind of. But I didn't really. I thought I went to college, but realistically, I didn't realize college wasn't shit in New York. Like when I got to Florida and I lived right by UCF, that shit was college, bro. Like, they were lit, bro. Like where I was from, there ain't shit going on, bro.
Yeah, bro. I lived in Orlando with my boy, bro. We used to fucking tear it up.
Oh, you used to live in Orlando too?
Yeah.
Oh,
We lived right on Alafaya type shit, like right off.
Oh, you went in Alafaya? So you were like by UCF?
Kinda. We're like 10 minutes away from there, like type shit.
Yeah. No, I lived at Station at Alafaya when I first moved down there.
I think I know where that's at.
Yeah.
Fucking, we had like the nice apartment, and like everyone else kind of had like a little shitty apartments type shit, but like it was just like regular shit. And fucking, bro, we would bring so many bitches back to the oh my god,
bro, don't get me started. That shit was lit.
It was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. I didn't say whose name that I lived with in Orlando. He's like, nah, bro, chill out.
No.
But fucking, you got to keep it real with the people in your past. Like, bro, we used to smash hoes in Orlando.
Of
you
course.
Know what I'm saying?
I think we all been there. No,
Yeah, for sure.
I got a girl. That shit was lit though.
Having a girlfriend, bro, how is that in South Florida?
Bro, honestly, I don't care what nobody says. That shit's amazing for me.
Yeah.
Like, I saw some quotes online, and it's like the step to taking yourself from 100 grand to 250 grand is that girl that's holding you down.
Wow.
And like, so what's that make your girl worth? $150,000. So why are you gonna have your girl work a job 50 hours a week to make 30 grand a year if she's worth 150? You know what I mean? So when I saw that, like, my girl was working 50-hour weeks and she was only getting, you know, whatever she was getting. And me and her are serious. She's lived with me. I got a puppy with her, everything. So I was like, yeah,
it's getting serious.
You gotta come home, bro. Like, but she wanted to. Like, she was complaining about her job every day, but now she cooks, she cleans, she takes care of me like traditional. Like, she's super loving, doesn't give me problems about anything. She's gorgeous. Like, she takes care of my dog, bro. She does my laundry, everything, bro. It's just like, I feel like a king. Yeah. Like, bro, every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, delicious.
Damn, right, this guy is flexing on us right now.
No, bro, a good girl's a flex, bro. Like,
good girl's worth 1,000 bitches.
Bro, you can get tons of hoes, bro. I've been there. I got tons of hoes, but until you find like that girl that's gonna actually hold you down, like, it helps. I think it helps everybody take it to the next level.
It does, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, yeah, like, you could be out there every night in the chase and it's mad fun with your boys, and you'll be smashing a bunch of good-looking girls, but between the connection you have one, bro, like, I was the last person that would have been saying this shit if you talked to me 2 years ago, bro.
Girlfriend, what?
I was like, fuck bitches, bro. You know, I was lit. I got.
You meet her out here or?
No, I met her in Orlando, bro. Right before I about to move, I was like, I met her, bro, and it was just lit. Like, ever since then, bro. Like, we met, I had a great night. We chilled. We got dinner the same night. Like that, we met kind of like, you know, like I told you today, with the guy who I met him today and closed him today. Did the same thing with my girl, bro. I met her, closed her, ate some dinner, and then we went to the gym the next day. She slept over every day since. I told her I was moving. She moved in with me. We lived together for 2 months. I moved down here. We're like distance for a year, and then she moved down full time. So we got our spot. But bro, I mean, like, I see my boys down here. They're smashing tons of good-looking girls all the time. It's like, yeah, I love it. But like, at the end of the day, bro, you gotta stay solid with one, yeah.
You gotta stay solid, yeah.
Especially if she hold it down, like, you know what I mean? Like, if she's not holding it down like that, I say, fuck that bitch, you know what I mean? Like, she wants to go out and fucking be like, unless she's gonna show that she's gonna be a traditional good girl, then that's when you treat her like, all right, baby, I got you, you know what I mean? Like, she don't gotta worry about shit,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, these guys out here who are 50 and they're paying for a 20-year-old, all that shit, they're giving those girls a false sense of reality, you know what I mean? It's screwing it for the rest of us, because now, when they're older, they're gonna expect all like this from you, but not give anything in return. Like, my girl, she's real. You know what I mean? Like, I give her all that, but she does everything. You know what I mean? Like, she's there for me. And it didn't start like giving you all that. Like, when my girl walked up, my girl hit on me. She knew me from the gym, and she saw me working out and shit. She came up to me in the bar, bought my first 2 drinks, and then she hasn't paid for nothing since. So like, I haven't made her pay for anything since. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's destiny, dude. It was meant to be.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
bro. That's how it be sometimes. Yeah,
for sure. Real. She definitely snatched you.
Yeah, nah, she did.
He likes to drink what? Rum and cokes. Oh, nice.
That's some those high noons, bro.
Them high noons got me.
Yeah, them high noons. 2 of them bitches, was it. It's a wrap.
I mean, we always end it with the motivational saying of the day. Something motivational you want to give to the audience.
Never let the fear of striking out get in your way. If you don't swing the bat, you ain't never gonna get a hit. Just like you ain't shoot, you're never gonna score.
Yeah.
If you want to go for something, go for it 100%, and don't be scared to go for it. Because if you don't go for it, nothing's ever gonna happen for you. Don't be a thinker. Be a person of action. People of action win. People that think don't get nowhere. Let's go, baby. Showtime out.
Let's go. Let's go.
You got something?
I think that was amazing, man.
That was
Fucking, it's hard to follow up on the guests' motivation, because they always all say something so fucking good. And it's just like, fuck.
You gotta put on the spot, bro. You gotta think.
You gotta put it on the spot, and I'm just talking now, just trying to flow it out my head. But man, to continue on what he was saying, man, don't be scared to swing. But also, I would say that, like, bruh, like, don't give a fuck. Like, really, like, if you swing, don't be scared to swing, but don't be scared to miss in front of people.
And
don't
swing
be scared,
again, bro.
And swing again. Don't be scared to fail, because you'll fail, and maybe like your colleagues or the people around you, like they'll probably be like, they'll talk shit, and maybe you'll get overwhelmed and like you not want to try no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody would have told me like, yo, your first show sucked ass, like, and fucking.
Fucking
Look at you now, bro. You got a whole production team.
We
you know
have
what I
all this. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, you just got to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Keep swinging and don't be scared to look crazy.
Every failure, though, for real, another one. I'm going to drop another dime on you. Every time I fail, bro, I swear to God, every time I fail, 3 wins like come from it. I'm not even kidding. Like, for example, I was trying to get into the health insurance game a little bit more, like probably like 5 or 6 months ago. And I was writing group health insurance plans. And the type of plans that I was writing are medically underwritten plans, meaning that not everybody's going to get approved for them. So I got an entire company was going to get my health insurance plans, and I wrote almost all of them. When we got to the boss, was one of the last people we wrote. He didn't get approved for some medically underwritten reason. He got pissed off that he didn't get approved, and he canceled everybody's. But out of that, I got 4 life insurance clients.
Nice.
But if I never shot for something big, I wouldn't have gotten I would have never gotten the success of shooting for something big. You know what I mean? If you don't shoot for something big and fail, for example, another example, I actually was just asked to become partners. It was a 22% ownership in a food distribution company. Nice. Because they were clients of mine. They saw a big relationship, how I was a relationship builder, and how everybody in our building knew me, and I was a networker and everything else. So they asked me to actually come on and work with them and run the sales department. And they had a guy who was like older, and he was doing everything with the sales and everything like that. He had a lot of relationships already in the industry, and they were going to bring me on. So they brought me on. They sent me over the contracts, and the contracts didn't look good when I showed my lawyer. So I didn't sign them. It took too long. Ended up, they wanted to go in a different direction. But they said, because they saw how passionate I was about life insurance, and they're like, if you're going to be passionate about something, like, stick this. And I actually appreciate that, because I'm glad I didn't go that route. Even though I would have still done my life insurance, I'm glad I'm just staying in this lane, you know what I mean? Yeah. But from that interaction, when I shot big, I ended up writing $1 million policies on 3 of the key employees of the company. Wow. You know what I mean? So if I never got into that interaction, failed because I didn't get 22% ownership in a $10 million company that's going to grow over time. But hey, I still won, because if I didn't go for that, I wouldn't have, discovered their needs and wrote the key life insurance policies. You know what I mean? So if you don't shoot, you don't swing, you're never going to hit nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For the motivational saying of the day, the right recruit could excel your business, but it also could destroy it. You know what I'm saying? You invest your time in somebody that sucks and is not progressing, could slow you down. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
You learn, though.
You learn.
You know what I mean? You always learn.
I feel like a good leader, bro, could make anybody a real leader. You know what I'm saying? Can make them like, a fucking millionaire. Like, I plan on making all these motherfuckers millionaires. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I just know. I just have a feeling, like, I just feel it where I just like, bro, like, go this way.
I think that's why it's gonna work. That's how it's gonna work.
So you think you could talking to him, like, you could make somebody that's not that well in this subject progress?
Well, here's the thing with a leader, and being one myself, and training people. One of the biggest thing I learned is you got to take accountability even for other people's mistakes. Because if you don't take accountability, okay, what did I do wrong? Why they succeed? Because you're their leader. That's like like a quarterback on a team being like, oh, fuck you, you should have caught that pass. Okay, what could I have done different to make him catch that ball? Like, what can I have done different to make him do this better? Like, what can I do different to teach him how to say it the right way? Yeah. Not say, oh, fuck that guy, he doesn't know what to say. He's doing it wrong every time, you know what I mean?
See a lot of people doing that nowadays, giving up.
You know what I mean?
So other, mentees?
Mentees, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't want to learn, you know what I mean? But people that are trying and putting their effort out every day, you got to take accountability for your guys. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's solid advice here from Matthew Sorrentino.
Yes, sir, baby.
Building WildKast podcast. What's the name of your company again?
Globe Integrity.
Globe Integrity. Where can we find you at?
So globeintegrity.com, but just follow my Instagram, Matthew Sorrentino 11. That's the forget globeintegrity.com. We marketing that more. But Matthew Sorrentino 11, and you got a link or something?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's gonna drop right here.
Hey, shout out to the sponsor of the day, Easy Boat Transport.
What is that? Tell us about Easy
Oh
Boat.
yeah, I forgot I had this hat on. Easy Boat Transport.
Shout out to them. Transport your boats anywhere across the United States. Hey, boat show coming up. I think it's the 25th to the 28th. See us out there. Yep.
Nice. I think I can go the 28th. I'm gonna be in
It'll be
Colombia.
dope, dude. Definitely the biggest freaking boat show in the world.
That's gonna be fire. I got some connects. I'm gonna introduce you about this, but yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, Easy Boat Transport. You heard it here first. Is the sponsor for the WildKast podcast for today's episode. Shout out to AA Detailing, my boy in the building. Shout out to 84M Media. We got Moises. Yeah, I know. All around detailing. Moises. You know, he's in the building. He wants to let you guys know his name. We also have Headmong over here, creative director of 84M Media, and we have Jose Calderon, the leader, the boss.
And shout out our boy right here, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Johnny Trumbone. You know what I'm saying? With a
Trumbone,
U, not an
baby.
O, motherfucker. We locked in. Shout out to my boy Law, Opti Visuals. We in the motherfucking building. Man, it has been a great episode. I appreciate y'all boys for coming through. All y'all showing love. Look at this production setup. I'm going to put in a little clip right here so y'all can see what we got working with over here. We came hard from fucking cell phones with pillows and no tripods, and now we got fucking mics and lights with soft light boxes and all this shit.
Eventually, we're gonna have desks, bro. We're gonna have.
Bro, you're gonna have those
Fucking mics where those guys are swinging around and shit. Just like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I learned I love podcasts.
Pause
bro.
with that. Yeah. I want to do like segments. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a segment podcast.
I'll come help you out. Something if you want me to interview
I see,
somebody.
like, this guy has great content, bro. Check him out. Matthew Sorrentino 11 on Instagram, bro. Great content.
Sir.
Anybody who wants to get involved in life insurance, if you want to get licensed, this is the guy to talk to.
Quick question: are you guys hiring?
Yes, we are. You know what I mean? But everybody that I work with, I got to meet you first. I want to have a relationship with you. You know, I work with my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody I work with, I'm close to. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. So that's a good thing. That means he's going to steer you right and make sure
we
you
do
take
right by
care of it.
people out here. That's why you're called Globe Integrity. Integrity all around the world.
Yes, sir. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful. Globe Integrity, WildKast podcast in the motherfucking building. Shout out Adversity Killers. We out here too.
AK, shout out Buddha.
Love you, Buddha.
Where you going with all that ass? Got some cash to put in your bag. Next whip just might be a Jag. Way I whip it, probably drive a mad. Had a parked up, fucked up by the grass. Teed up, see me on these stories. I'm